I started Fit Outside the Box 10 years ago. It started out as a blog. The blog started after my sister had a breakdown, and I was watching her, and I got so many insights, and I wanted to write about it. And I always saw her writing, so I started Fit Outside the Box. It was a blog, it was fitness and my insights and musings and ideas. Then I start the YouTube channel probably like a couple years later after my sister was diagnosed with schizophrenia. So then I start this YouTube channel, and I wanted to have it be similar. Step, fun fitness, my insights, and mainly it was this opportunity to explore mental wellness. Like, what is mental wellness? What I realized watching my sister get diagnosed with schizophrenia was that we don't really know what mental health is. We don't really know what true sanity is. So I got really curious about it, and I wanted to dive into it and explore it. But then I got tied up watching the numbers, always wanting to give the video or do the video that was going to get a lot of views. And it was when I started doing that that I lost my way, right? Always with fitness, my journey got better and better. The more I followed my pleasure, the more I followed my joy, the more I found fun in what I was doing. So one thing I noticed is that a lot of times when people fall off or get burnt out or exhausted on their fitness journey, it's the same thing. They get caught up looking at the numbers, the number on the scale, the number of calories they're eating, or they get caught up so focused on these metrics that have nothing to do what's going on the inside. We are not here to just be lost looking at the numbers. It's so not about show or anything that's external. And always when I do this, that's when I start getting lost and I forget why I'm even doing something. But I was so burnt out doing step all the time and just expressing this tiny sliver of who I am. Especially now, we are being so called to live into our pleasure, to live into surrender, and fully expressing who we are. And that really was the drive of this channel, because that was one main thing I noticed with my sister, was that she really wanted to be expressed. She wanted to be heard, but it wasn't the norm. And Fit Outside the Box is a space where nobody has to be the norm or live up to any expectations or even try to shoot for these numbers. Numbers will make you feel empty. It will make you forget all about why you're doing what you're doing. And that is so not the point. Like, this life is meant to be so lived, and it's so full and luscious and full of pleasure, but we forget that. I forgot that because my fitness journey would have never been successful without so much pleasure and joy. I mean, when I found group exercise, I literally made a calendar for it. I would schedule my workouts, and if there came a weekend where I was away or I couldn't do my favorite workout on Saturday morning, or I couldn't do my favorite workout on Thursday night, I was just so bummed. I literally would cancel other stuff in order to do my favorite workouts. And I started this channel in that energy. And while I am obsessed with Step, and I still have a Step subscription, and I will link all of the details below because I also have an amazing program that's coming up at the end of the year. But I love Step, but Fit Outside the Box was never meant to be just that. So this is for you if you've fallen off. This is for you if you ever thought that you had to, do something because it's the way you're supposed to do it, or you got lost on your fitness journey because you were so busy looking at the numbers. I get it. The numbers are just this thing it's never going to be enough if we're not living from our pleasure. Numbers will never be enough if we're not living from our full on joy and expression and beingness. It's so, so good. So have fun with me, come along with me, and I hope that this channel inspires you to express fully, physically, mentally, and soulfully, because that is what this is all about. So get ready for very little bit of sprinkle of fitness. More fitness is in my subscription. Lots of philosophy, lots of exploration, and just whatever the fuck. I don't even know. But this allows me to just follow my pleasure and my joy. And I 100% encourage you to do the same. Check out the links below. I do have a holiday program that's coming up right before Thanksgiving, and you'll hear more about it, but it's amazing. It's got all of my favorite workouts in it, and it's got this vibe of finishing 2024 powerfully, because that is this vibe right here. So let's do this.